subscribe to Fat and Broke.
Xin Chao, what's up everybody? We are in Vinhome Central Park today. We are actually starting off in the park of Vinhome Central Park. This is, in my opinion, the best and biggest park in all of Saigon. It's going to be the cleanest, and this is going to be a really huge reason of why you would potentially want to live at Vinhome Central Park as well, is you just simply have a gigantic, beautiful park, pretty much that you can't find anywhere else in any other condo in all of, almost any of Vietnam that I know of. I've not looked at Hanoi properties. They might have something like this at their Vinhomes, but you're really getting a fantastically huge, phenomenal park. I mean, the amenities at just the park alone, if you're like a workout person, you're an outdoorsy guy or girl, and you like going for runs and walks and stuff like that, and or if you have a dog, this is the place you want to be. I mean, it's a no-brainer, guys. I'll do you a brief tour. If you want to watch the full tour, I've got like a full 1-hour tour where we walk around this entire park and every nook and cranny. I'll put that up. Maybe, if I remember, I'll put it up if I'm watching this in post. I'll put the link up now, and I'll try to make it the end video for this video. Don't hold me to it. I'm often very bad at doing that because I often don't have to rewatch my footage because it's shot so perfectly the first time. I kid. So, let's see here. Over here, we're not going to do the tour like I said. That's on my thing. We've got the Japanese feng shui, well that's Chinese, but a feng shui like Japan looking Asian park over here. You've got 12 barbecues over here where you can book it. You've got 2 lookout spots that look out onto the river. You've got some yachts over here. I mean, just really a really nice area. In this area, these are the villas. These are $1 million houses. You know, they sell anywhere from $1 million to 3 or 4 million, depending on the size, quality, color, and cut. No, that's for a diamond, but joking, haha, dad joke. But really, these vary in price. They're very expensive, but they are very nice. You can build them to however way you want. So then we're gonna head over to Vinhome Central Park. So this is probably one of the biggest apartment complexes in one of the more desirable locations of Vietnam, Saigon, in Binh Thanh district of Saigon. So it's very family focused, family orientated. So if you do have a family with 2 or 3 kids, this is definitely going to be a place that you could very much find yourself comfortable with. They've got a full-fledged mall. They've got many shops. They've got many restaurants, many coffee places. They've even got places to drink beer. They've got some beer clubs, essentially, as they would call them. They're a bit limited on that, but they do have it. So they've got a movie theater, and of course they've got the tallest building in all of Vietnam, Landmark 81. So it's a sight to beholden. I've never been to the top of it. We might go to the top of it today and shoot a video. I'm pretty broke, so I don't really have $12 to waste to go up to the top, so we probably won't. The Loteria is new as far as I'm concerned. I don't remember a Loteria here, right guys? That's like new. I would think McDonald's would be pretty wise to put something in here too, but I think the Loteria is new. Probably a good idea. There's always been a Loteria in the mall, but I don't remember a standalone one. I would say Loteria is probably the second most popular fast food to Vietnamese outside of KFC. The KFC and Loteria are going to be your 2 most popular picks of fast food. So you're going to really see a lot of those fast foods around in all of Vietnam. They like their fried chicken here. And who doesn't? Fried chicken's delicious. So really the other things that are going to be really appeasing and appeal to you about living in Vinhome Central is they have some very good schools as well. So they've got, of course, the Vin Product School. Very difficult to get into, but supposed to be very good. And then, of course, you have the Vin Mec Hospital. So their medical product. I happen to personally use, look at this guy coming at me like full steam. I happen to personally use the Vin Mec Hospital for myself. So all my TRT treatments, all my blood tests, my sperm tests for the TRT, all go through the Vin Mec Hospital. Very good. I have a video on that if you want to watch it. But I have 0 problems with that. Always professional. A guy knows English, no problems. So you're going to have access to a full school here, if you can afford it and get into it. Usually they leave the school, from what I'm told, you have priority to enrollment in the school if you buy a product here. So if you purchase a condo here, you're gonna have a pretty good priority to getting your kid into the school, from what I'm told. So then on top of that, you've got the schools, you've got the park, you've got the hospital, and then you've got an enormous amount of just cafes, restaurants, and convenience stores, you know? The more Circle K's and the more 7-Elevens you have, the better. Like, believe it or not, the more of them you have, the better off you're gonna be. I kid you not. Like, you need as many of these as you can at places like this, because you'll walk into one 7-Eleven when there's 30 people in there. So then you'll want to go to the next one and get something else possibly. So it gives you a pretty good, oh, here comes the thumbnail. You shouldn't have this fucking mask on. The fucking, it's okay. The best bet is just like, I figured out, you don't keep moving, you stand still. Because then you can take like more thumbnails from it if I'm standing still. If we're both moving, then I have to deal with both of us moving. So then less thumbnail action comes from it. But she'll probably be the thumbnail. The girl on the right. And maybe we'll put text over the girl on the left. Yeah, I'm a bit savage like that, but the thumbnail really is important on a video. So back to the video at hand. We are talking about Vinhome Central Park. Let's talk about the price of the apartments. They have a different kind of quality apartments. They have like a basic, they have a luxe, and I think they have like a super deluxe, which is in the landmark building itself. So the prices are going to be varying in all different prices for the quality, what building it's in, if it's newer or older, because these buildings were built at different times and finished at different times. Your median price is going to be for a 1-bedroom $500 to $1,000, for a 2-bedroom $800 to all the way up to $2,000, depending on how crazy it is. And then a 3-bedroom can be, I think, anywhere from $1,800 all the way up to $5,000, because you can start getting into like penthouses and stuff with the 3 bedrooms. So there's your price scale for this area. Pretty affordable. You can add 10% of that either way, add or take 10%, depending on what month it is and if rentals are hot, etc., etc. So then, as we talked about, you have access to the Vincom Center Mall, and in the Vincom Center Mall there is a grocery store. There's also a movie theater and a bunch of other stuff in here, so we don't need to go in there. My full tour video will cover that in great detail. So the other thing that will be good in the future is there is a subway line that is right over here. So the first line does have a stop over here. It's like about an 8-minute walk, but you know, once that line's up and running, you will be able to take the subway and walk here. So that's also something to think about. Contrary to the Golden River, where the subway stop is actually incorporated into the condo itself. So, damn, there's hotties everywhere. Who's chicken the cat nap, boy? I'm talking to the live stream too. Oh, hello, Miss Catnap. Maybe we need some coffee. What do you think? Should be the thumbnail. Should not even know it. Let's see if it's good enough. A little bit of push back. And then here's VinFast. Of course, if you have a EV car, definitely live at a Vinhomes. You're going to be able to charge it. All the Vinhomes houses, apartments have these EV chargers outside now and inside. So if you do have a parking spot here and you live here, you'll be able to charge your car at an actual like Tesla superstation if you want. So I mean, really the thing about this area is it's technologically advanced. You're going to get a nice apartment. You're going to have access to plenty of grocery stores. You're going to have access to plenty of convenience stores. You're going to have access to shopping. You're going to have access to restaurants. It's kind of a place, if you're not a guy that likes to go anywhere, it's a one-stop shop, baby. You know, if you're a dude that wants to just be at your apartment condo and not really go anywhere else and be able to get all the shit here, this is a perfect place for you to live. Unlike Golden River, the Golden River doesn't have any restaurants or anything, you know, it just has convenience stores. So it just has 7-Eleven and shit and like a Winmart. So this is going to be a way better product for sustainable long-term living, in my opinion. And like I said, if you want to watch the full tour, I'll put that at the end of the video. We're not really going to talk about too much more. The park is gigantic. It's super family friendly. The location to the city is great. It's 10 minutes either direction to get to pretty much everything. So the only other problem, I will give you the cons, the only other problem you're going to find here is you can't walk anywhere outside of this place. So the walkability outside of this place is 0. So like walking to District 2 is not really an option. Walking to District 1, it's possible. It's not really an option though for most people. So the walkability score here outside of this area is a fucking 0. So a fucking, excuse my French, a fucking 0. So that is the video. We've covered what we were going to cover in the video. Let's get to some extra stuff. If you do want to maybe go on a tour of apartments and have me personally tell you, which places are good, or help you maybe rent an apartment or go on a tour when you're here and see the city, you can sign up for the Patreon, patreon.com/fatandbroke. You can sign up there, support me for as little as $5 a month, and then you have access to me. So we can go on a tour, I can help you get an apartment, we can go on a nightlife tour, we can go on a food tour. Of course, that's extra, you pay whatever you want after we do the tour, but these things are available on the Patreon. So get on over there if you want to see that. Or if you just want to watch a bunch of additional videos, it's over on Patreon. So if you want to watch me live stream, it's going to be available on kick.com/fatandbroke. I will only be live streaming on kick.com very soon. So if you do want to watch me live stream, that's all I'm going to say. So thank you so much. Stay frosty. See you on the next one. Peace out.